Welcome to another episode of KC Fan TV, the show that keeps you updated on everything Kaizer Chiefs, talking game reviews, game previews, and general Kaizer Chiefs information. Now, today's episode is just going to be a quick review of how the game went against SuperSport United. I know it was a loss, and I've heard a lot of people saying Steve Khompela must go, and we've been saying that for the longest of time at Kaizer Chiefs. But I do feel that it is a bit harsh to say that after yesterday's game. Some of you do not agree with his tactics of bringing, we just had a red card, and then he pulls off a defender and puts in another one instead of pulling out a midfielder. But at the same thing, had we actually gone with 4 defenders, he takes out X-Dean, brings on a defender, and we concede 5 more goals, that would have been a problem. What he did, and what I think Kaizer Chiefs should be doing anyway, is play attacking football. So, yes, both goals were, the first goal was Godinho's mistake. As again with our first game against Celtics, where he considered the penalty. Second game now, he misjudged the flight of the ball, it got over him, and it kind of forced Motoho into a difficult position. He committed a foul, got a red card. You can't blame the coach for that. 2, the second goal as well. I feel not Godinho, the guy who came on for Cardoso could have done better there. Could have committed himself. He was beaten anyway. Try and block the ball with a sliding tackle before it gets to the player, and I think he would have reached it. He didn't go for that. One of my problems, and one of the reasons I feel Khompela actually substituted Godinho, is that Godinho is a bit hot-headed. I saw the lead up to the first goal. He didn't play his position. He's the only centre-back that we've got remaining on the pitch, and he was committing too much. He was going too far forward to try and get the ball, and the space opened up behind him, and that's how that goal actually came about. Mphahlele stayed with his runner, X-Dean didn't stay with his, and everything messed up. Then they got the goal. Fine. Was it Khompela's fault, one, that Motoho got the red card? I don't think so. It was just bad defending. That was the problem. Was it Khompela's fault that Masilela picked up an injury? No, it wasn't. That's already 2 subs that you could have used to change your tactics, gone in the first half, and you're 2 goals down as well. We kept attacking. Second half, we dominated the game, and that's the coach's job, how we play. He's supposed to tell the boys how to play. And yesterday, we played really well. If I had shown you the highlights of yesterday's game, without you knowing what the score was, or seeing the highlights of the goals, and probably looking at the stats as well, at some point we had 10 corners, which shows that we're actually attacking. We were attacking SuperSport, and that's what you want to see from Kaizer Chiefs. For me, it was a good game in the second half. We dominated them and could have come away with the draw. There was a chance where Twala played a back heel to Paez, and he failed to control the ball first time, and he could have had a first time shot. We could have drawn the game, bottom line. And again, then what would have been saying? Khompela must still go, or are we saying now Khompela, or what a brave fight from Kaizer Chiefs? The problem is that you can't replace the starting 11. You can't take all the players out and buy new players, and that's why it's always easy to say that the coach must go. The coach will not teach you how to. Well, he'll teach you how to score. But when that opportunity comes to you, for you to take, and you don't take it, that is not the goal. That is not the coach's problem. Second goal as well, I feel Kuzwa could have done better to get to that shot, but it wasn't to be. Again, we dominated SuperSport, and I said it before the game that this game is ours for the taking. Had it been 11 against 11, and we played the whole game like we did in that second half, I think we would have beaten them by quite a fair bit. Even more than the 2-1 score that I thought we were actually going to have. So, is it entirely Khompela's fault? No, I completely disagree with that. Should he go? It's arguable. Yes, his tactics sometimes are not up to scratch, but I do not feel that based on yesterday's game we should be saying, yeah, he must go, because the guys that remained on the pitch played a good game. And maybe this is what it's going to take for us to see what the new signings can do. I think when Uzulu came on yesterday, he had a couple of good crosses, and maybe the next game we play, we might see somebody like a teenage Dladla come in there, because honestly, Godinho for me this season, the first 2 games, he hasn't really been up to scratch. In fact, the first 3 games, because even in the MTN 8 game against SuperSport, I don't think he was quite up to scratch. So defensively, Chiefs have problems, and they need to be rectified. Is Teenage Data the person to rectify those issues that we're having at the back? I haven't seen him play, so it's hard for me to even have an opinion on that. But we have brought him in. Let's give him a chance. Let's give him a run. But yesterday's game, as I said, just to focus on that a bit more, I think we had better ball position in the second half, leading towards our goal. We played well, we passed the ball better. I still feel Extin was playing too deep, understandable because we were down to 10 men. So it was going to be difficult for him to push up a lot more. But we still played well. We played well. We squeezed them. Yes, maybe they were sitting back as well, thinking that, yeah, 2-0, they're happy. And, by the way, 10-man Kaizer Chiefs, SuperSport couldn't put 6 past Orlando Pirates last season, but they couldn't against the 10-man Kaizer Chiefs. So all you Pirates fans basically saying, yeah, sidliwe. Yeah, 2-0 instead of 6 when it's 10 against 11. Anyway, that's completely off topic. I digress. But bottom line is we had a good game. We had a good game plan come the second half, whether you agree with the substitute that he made or not. And the bottom line is I felt it actually kind of worked out. Can you imagine had we sacrificed an attacking player and the game going to the second half, we just sat back and, we weren't that exciting? Then, then what? Then I would be saying, yes, Khompela definitely must go. But he played an attacking brand of football. We created chances. We just couldn't take them yet again. And I must say, Paez, kudos to him. For me, that guy, he is a more focused Kingston Carter. I think he scores more goals than Kingston Carter, firstly. But he will run 90 minutes. He literally ran the entire game there. So, again, good work ethic from him. It's good to see. Again, I'm still worried about the lack of pace in the team that Khompela picked out for that game. Our wingers, you can't really play Extin on the wing, and maybe he's thinking, yes, because we've got our wing backs that go forward all the time, you can have Shabalala and Extin tucking in, and then you get them playing in the wide positions. You get the wing backs in the wide positions going forward. It kind of works, but I mean, I don't feel that you can still replace that pace that somebody like a Twala Emalungwane brings into the team. All in all, for me, yes, a bit of tactics, a bit of Kaizer Chiefs management was the problem, but it is unfair to put the blame entirely on Steve Khompela. Don't get me wrong, I agree. I am a Steve Khompela doubter. He's had 2 seasons and nothing much has changed. But he needs to stop relying on the old guard so much. I'm hoping that in the next game we see some changes. We see some of the guys that we brought in actually try to make a difference in the team and see how it goes. What do you guys think? Put it in the comments. Tell me how you guys feel. Should Khompela go? How do you think Chiefs played the last game, especially in that second half? We were deserving, as far as I'm concerned, we were deserving of more than just than losing that game, at least a point, and we could have won it as well. Or at least we gotten that 1 point that I feel we deserved. But yeah, tell me what you think. That's it for this episode. It was a quick one. It's the end of the episode, not the end of the conversation. Let's keep it going in the comments. Tell me what you think, what changes you would have made. Are you Khompela in? Are you Khompela out? Also, not forgetting the players that we've actually got in the squad. I'll do an episode on that over the weekend. I'm not happy with the state of Chiefs right now and the players that they've got in that squad. But yeah, tell me your thoughts. End of the episode, not the end of the conversation. Keep it going in the comments. Don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate you, those who have, and just keep on watching KC Fan TV.